sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently replaying the 2013 Major League Baseball season, in charge of the Los Angeles Dodgers attempting to win a world championship after making changes to the roster and managing them on the field. Today is the halfway point. 81 games will have been played by the end of this video. It's June 30th, 3 months, April, May, and June have happened. Here's today's game. As the Dodgers finish a 4-game set against the Phillies, they won two of the first 3. One change will be for our team that you will not see here, and that is that Stephen Fife will not pitch. It will be Nate Eovaldi on the hill. Dodgers currently have 58 wins, and the all-time mark, that's good for a tie for 12th overall, 12th best season in Major League history. If we can win the 59th game, we'll join the top 8 teams, including the 1952 Brooklyn Dodgers. We're already the winningest Los Angeles Dodger team of all time. We'll be, if we can win today, 1 game behind the Mariners, who had the greatest record of all time, 116-46. I don't expect this winning to continue, but just letting you know. For reference, the Los Angeles Dodgers were tied for 41st in 1974 with 55 wins, and the 2019 team had 55 wins. So, that's the backdrop. Here's the lineup to go against Kendrick today for the Phillies. James Loney's at first, Shane Victorino in center, Ethier in left, Puig in right. Uribe plays third, Ellis at second, Mark Ellis at second, AJ Ellis at behind the plate, D. Gordon at short, and Nathan Eovaldi on the hill. For the Phillies, Young is at third again, Utley at second, Rollins at short, Howard at first, since we're not throwing a lefty, Brown in left, Young in right, Revere, Ben in center, Ruiz behind the plate, and Kendrick on the mound. Kendrick with a 4.70 ERA. Eovaldi has not been scored upon yet. In 2 games, he has 2 wins. Kendrick is 2-8 with a 4.17 ERA. Take a look really quick. There is the lineups. Below is the benches, and the bullpens. Dodgers should have a full complement of relievers for Nathan. His first real test against a decent lineup. We'll see how things go today. The Phillies licking their wounds after losing 3-0 the last game in a shutout. It's a nice, beautiful night at Dodger Stadium, 74 degrees, and the wind's blowing out to left center field at 2 miles an hour. Let's play the 81st baseball game. First up is Michael Young. He's in 247 on the season. Pitched by Nate is a fly ball to right center. That looks like a can of diced tomatoes. Puig drops the apron and collects the ball 1 down. For Utley, who's finally happy to see a right-hander on the hill. He's had trouble against the lefties this season, hitting .299 though overall, an OPS of .867. The pitch by Nate is a pop foul. Gordon's going after it. He's in near the stands. He makes the catch. 2 down for Rollins. And you'd like to keep him off the base paths since Howard's on deck. Not great numbers in the box. Eovaldi's pitch is a walk. All right. 1 on for Ryan Howard. 241 on the season. 11 home runs, 46 RBI. His numbers are eerily similar to his real season average. Tied for 11 runs, 6 more RBI, 1 more run. OPS is within 10 hundredths of a point. That's pretty impressive. The average is 25 points lower. Got to be careful with him. So we're going to pitch around him. Rollins off of first, 35% chance. And there's it goes. Bomb to right. Puig going back. And he makes the catch. Scary, but they get through the first half inning. The Phillies don't score. The Dodgers coming up to face Kyle Kendrick for the first time. Kyle on the season with a 4.17 ERA. He's 2-8. 118 hits in 99 and 1/3 innings pitched, 9 home runs, 21 walks, 57 strikeouts, a whip of 1.399. First up's James Loney. He's hitting .343 with an OPS of 895 on the season. Pitched by Kendrick is a base hit into right field. James continues his torrid first half. Poor play by Utley helped it along. So a runner on to nobody out for Shane Victorino. That's at least 7th poor play of the season. James not going anywhere. Numbers in the box look average for Shane. Pitched by Kendrick. Is a ground ball to third. Could this be 2? Young takes it on the big Sunday hop. Nope, it's just to first, and they get Victorino by a step. Loney moves to second. He's in scoring position with 1 out for Andre Ethier. He's hitting .268 with 7 home runs, 25 RBI, 31 runs scored, an OPS of 832. Pitched by Kendrick. The ground ball to second. Utley waits for the worm killer. Throws across to Howard, and Ethier's retired. 2 down. Loney moves to third on the play. And it's up to Puig to score a run. Garcia hitting .341 on the season. 16 home runs, 57 RBI, and OPS of 1.018. Kendrick checks Loney. He's a 4-speed. Looks into Ruiz for a sign. Great numbers for Puig in the box, including an OPS of 1.092. Kendrick pauses. He pitches. There's a ground ball to Young. Waiting for it. Long throw to first is going to be close, and Puig is out. The Dodgers don't score. We're through 1. No score. To the top of the second, Brown, Young, and Revere to face Eovaldi at 18 out of a possible 105. Pitch. Struck him out. First strikeout for Nate. 1 down. For Delman Young, hitting .288 on the season, an OPS of 811. Pitch by Eovaldi. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Nathan. 2 down for Revere, who's hitting .303 on the season. Nate looking for a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Instead, he gets a ground ball to Loney, who steps on the bag in time. He gets a 1-2-3. We're through 1.5, no score. Kendrick back on the mound, 13 out of a possible 120. We'll face Uribe, Mark Ellis, and AJ Ellis. First up, Uribe hitting .260. He hits a ground ball to short. Rollins flawlessly across to Howard, 1 out. Next up, Mark Ellis, hitting .280 on the season, but he's had a tough go lately. Pitch by Kendrick. Not on that one, though. There's a base hit past Rollins into left field. Brown will field it. He'll kick it back into Rollins as Ellis holds with a single. 56% chance to steal, but we're not going anywhere when AJ Ellis has an .852 OPS in the box, including a .406 on base. We're hoping for something here from AJ. The pitch by Kendrick. There's a ground ball to Utley. He flips to Rollins into left field. So there's an error by Utley. He's had a tough defensive job this half inning. He's made a poor play and then an error. So Ellis is safe. He should have been erased and perhaps a double play. So the bases are, well, I can't say they're all filled with Ellis's, but there are 2 of them on. Mark, the 5 runner, is at second. AJ, the 4 runner, is at first with 1 out for D. Gordon. Numbers in the box look terrible. And when they do, you know what that means. We're going to try to bunt for a hit. At worst, we move everybody over for Eovaldi. The pitch by Kendrick is a foul ball. Howard comes down and retrieves it. Boy, Howard, a .998 fielding percentage. 0-2 pitch to D. He struck him out. So we don't even advance the runners. They're still at second and first for Eovaldi, who's hitting nothing on the season. He's 0 for 5. Be a good time for his first hit of the season. The pitch by Kendrick. Nope, that's strikeout number 2. The Dodgers get 2 runners on and they leave them there. We're through 2 and there's no score. Ruiz, Kendrick, and back to the top of the order for Philadelphia with Young. Eovaldi at 29 out of a possible 105 will face Ruiz first. Pitch. The ground ball to short. Big Sunday hop for Gordon. Slingshot throw across is on target to Loney. 1 down. For Kendrick, the pitcher, hitting 100. He's hitting 3 hits and 30 at-bats. And now he hits a fly ball to right center. Victorino on his horse to his left. Reaches up and makes the grab. 2 down. Back to the top of the order to Michael Young. He's 0 for 1. Eovaldi walks him. Second walk for Nate. Young is on with 2 down for Utley, who's 0 for 1. Numbers in the box. The on base looks okay. 346. Young, a 4-speed, not going anywhere. The pitch struck out Utley. We're through 2.5. Nobody has scored. Kendrick at 31 out of a possible 120 steps on the hill in the bottom of the third. He'll face the top of the order again. Loney, Victorino, and Ethier. James with the single in his first at-bat. The pitch by Kendrick is a liner right at Chase. He closes his glove this time, looks at it, and smiles. Makes a nice play there, 1 down. For Victorino, who's 0 for 1. It's a ground ball to Howard. Steps on the bag, 2 out. For Ethier, who's also 0 for 1. Pitch by Kendrick. The fly ball to center. Looks playable for Revere. He goes back and he gloves it easily. We're through 3 innings. 1/3 of this game is complete and no one has scored. To the top of the 4th. Eovaldi at 54 out of a possible 105. We'll face Rollins, Howard, and Brown. First up is Jimmy. He's 0 for 0. He walked. The pitch is a ground ball to third. Uribe waits for the Sunday hop. Long throw across the diamond is in time. 1 out. For Howard. Ryan, again, scary with that power. The numbers in the box don't look great, though. We're still in a 0 game, though. We're going to pitch around him and walk him. And perhaps I'm okay with that. A 1 out walk. That's the 3rd one by Nate. Howard off of first. He's a 4-speed for Dominic Brown. He's 0 for 1. His first time up. He struck out there. And his second time up. 2 outs. Howard still at first for Young. Delman, 0 for 1 also. He struck out. Howard inching off of first. Pitch by Eovaldi is a wild pitch. Gets past Ellis, and Howard moves into scoring position with 2 outs. A 1-1 count. The numbers still don't look good for Delman. They could walk him and pitch to Revere, but I don't see that as a good move. Young hits one to dead center. Back goes Victorino. The glove goes up, and the ball comes down inside of it on the track. We're through 3.5. The Phillies get a runner, but leave them at second. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 0-0. Puig, Uribe, and Mark Ellis to face Kendrick at 40 out of a possible 120. He's pitched great. First to Yasiel, and there's a liner right at Young. He makes the catch easily. 1 out for Uribe. Juan also 0 for 1. Pitch. The pop-up. Looks like it's Utley's. Kendrick yelling, giving direction. And Chase makes the catch. 2 down for Mark Ellis. He has a hit. He's grounded a single between third and short back in the second. Pitch by Kendrick. There's a fly ball to left. That looks like it's an easy play for Brown. It looks like a can of beans. He drops the apron and collects the ball. We're through 4. Nobody scored. In fact, only 2 hits in this game, and another runner reached on an error. To the top of the 5th, Eovaldi at 71 out of a possible 105 pitches. Will face Revere, Ruiz, and Kendrick. Ben 0 for 1. Thus far, he hits a fly ball to center. Victorino on his horse coming in, loves it. 1 out. For Ruiz, Carlos 0 for 1. Nate into the windup, and he watches Ruiz dump one into right center. He's going to go for 2. He'll hold with a single. That's the first hit off Nate. The crowd could give him a hand, but really, he isn't even through 5 half innings. That's nothing to be too excited about, especially in a 0-0 game. Ruiz a 3. The lumbering catcher is at first with 1 out for Kendrick. This looks like a good time to bunt. So we're going to bring the infield in at the corners. Pitch by Eovaldi. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Nate. Infield goes back to normal depth with 2 down for Young, who's 0 for 1. He has fly to deep right center and walked. The numbers in the box don't look scary, but you never know. In a game like this, one mistake can win it or lose it. Eovaldi at 80 pitches. Checks Ruiz. Okays the sign from Ellis. From the stretch. Delivers. And Young hits a ground ball to short. Gordon waiting for it, and he muffs it. Ruiz is safe at second. Young is safe at first. That's Gordon's 17th error of the season. And the first in a long time, to be honest. And sometimes they come in bunches. So we're still in a close game like this, making mental notes of, if this is going to cost us or not. Eovaldi walks around the mound, tries to shake it off. Sees Utley step in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. He has popped a short and struck out. Nate looks at Ruiz at second. Young's over at first. Checks the sign. Looks in. And fires. And Utley hits a ground ball to first. Loney's got it. Steps on the bag, and the half inning is over. Gordon's error doesn't cost the Dodgers a run. We're through 4.5. There's no score. Look at the pitch difference. Kendrick at 49. I know he has pitched 1 less half inning, but Eovaldi at 86 means he's probably not long for this game. A.J. Ellis will hit, then Gordon, and he'll probably be defensively replaced after that. And then Eovaldi's spot. Although I'm leaning to leaving him in. He's pitching great. Okay. A.J., first time. He reached on an error by Chase Utley. Those numbers in the box also look good again. Let's see if he can make contact. Pitch by Kendrick. Is a ground ball to short. Rollins to his left. Flips across to Howard just over the second base bag. 1 down for Gordon. 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up, attempting to bunt. Numbers in the box do not look good. But we're going to try to dump one down here and get on base. The pitch. It's a good bunt, but Gordon's not going to make it in time. And he's out. 2 down for Eovaldi, and we're definitely not going to hit for him here with 2 outs in a half inning. Pitch by Kendrick. He struck him out. We're through 5. No one has scored. To the top of the 6th. Now the drama gets even bigger. Rollins, Howard, and Brown. Rollins is 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded to 3rd. Nate watches a ground ball to Uribe. Big Sunday hop. Rollins motoring down that line, but not in time. He's out. 1 down. Shift is on for Ryan Howard. He's 0 for 1. He has fly to deep right and walked. I do not want to lose this game 1-0. Numbers in the box don't look scary, but we're going to pitch around him anyhow. And he hits one right to Loney. James scoops it up and wins the race. 2 outs. For Dominic Brown to hit. He's 0 for 2 also. He struck out twice. The numbers in the box don't look scary. Eovaldi now at 92 out of a possible 105. Watches the shift again. He has 18 home runs. That is scary. So we're going to pitch around him as well. Nate's pitch. It's a fly ball to right. It doesn't look like it's anything special. Ellis going out. Puig coming in. The glove goes up. And Puig makes a great play to glove it. As the ball comes down inside of his glove, it's great play number 5 of the season for Puig, and we're through 5.5. There's still no score. That might be it for Nate. We'll have to see. No promises yet. Back to the top of the order for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 6th. Loney, Victorino, and Ethier. Loney with one of the 2 hits for the Dodgers. A single back in the 1st. He strikes out here. Kendrick's 4th. Strikeout, 1 down for Victorino, who's 0 for 2. Pitch by Kendrick. There's a fly ball to left. That's a lazy one right there. Brown coming to his left. Loves it. 2 outs for Ethier. Who's going to score first? That might win the game. All right. Ethier 0 for 2. Numbers in the box look pedestrian. Kendrick at 68 pitches. Fires. And there's a fly ball to left. Right. And it's deep. That ball is not returning to this earth in its original form as it just gets over the wall. Home run number 8 for Andre Ethier gives the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. 341 feet as it scrapes the wall just past Young's glove. And the Dodgers up 1-0. Is that going to be the difference in this game? As Kendrick gives up the bomb. Now with 2 outs, Puig steps in. He's also he was 0 for 2. Or he is 0 for 2, like Ethier was. Pitch by Kendrick. Walks him. So Yasiel at first, after the home run, the shocking home run there. Kendrick needs to get his bearings. That's only his first walk of the game. Puig a 69% chance to run. Is that worth it right here? Not with Uribe's numbers in the box. Look at that. 378, 434, 499 slug, an OPS of 933. We're not going anywhere. Kendrick's going to have to get Puig out. 78 out of a possible 120. Looks over at Yasiel. Comes to the plate. But first, a throw over to try to pick off Yasiel. He's still there. 65%. Glances over. Checks Ruiz for the call. And fires. And Puig gets a ground ball to Utley. He's got it. Across to Howard. And the half inning is over. But the Dodgers get a solo home run from Andre Ethier. We're through 6. 2/3 of this game is complete. And the Dodgers lead 1-0. 9 outs from a win. Young, Revere, and Ruiz. And not only have the Phillies not scored in a game and a half now, nobody has scored off Nate Eovaldi this season. And when I said I wanted to reverse the trade with Hanley to get him, I didn't think he's going to be this good. But he has thus far. I believe he has something like 21 consecutive scoreless innings. We'll have to go back and check. Perhaps the next video, looking at the first half of the season, we'll double check something like that. But we got a game to finish. 9 outs to a win. Nate's at 93 out of a possible 105. Here's Delman Young, who's 0 for 2. The numbers in the box don't look scary. He has power, but not a ton. But we'll be ready to pull him. We have a full bullpen to use. First up, D. Gordon is no longer in this game. Although sometimes Sellers doesn't seem like he's a better replacement defensively, he is. It's just a question of how many gradations is he better. He's slightly better than Gordon. Looking around the defense, we're going to make another change. And I need more data to prove this, but I think Jerry Hairston Jr. is a better left fielder defensively. We've used Ethier. We got his home run. Thank you. The rest of the defense is top-notch, the best we have. So if we're going to lose, it's not going to be because of that. It'll be because we don't pitch well enough. So first up is Young. I like the numbers. As soon as Eovaldi starts to show some wear, we're going to the pen. Pitch by Nate is a strikeout. 6 strikeouts for Nate. 98 out of a possible 105. Revere up next. Revere doesn't have any power, so I'm not worried about that. He could hit something in a gap, though, and run. He is fast. But we're going to try it. Pitch by Eovaldi is a comebacker. He flips to Loney, and he gets him, even though with a fielding percentage of .933, he gets him. Ruiz, who's had a hit off of him, 1 for 2, is next. We're now 7 outs from a win. And we definitely have enough bullpen to do it. Numbers in the box don't look scary. Does Ruiz have power? 1 home run thus far. Let's take a look at the bullpen. Normally does worse against righties. Okay, so let's look at the righties. Kenley's available. It's a little too early for that. Belisario's available, but his numbers are worse than Eovaldi. So we're going to go with Nate and see if he can get through this half inning. He's 1 pitch away from his expected pitch count. Just be very careful here. We're going to pitch around. If he walks him, that's fine. Don't give up a hit. Nope, it's a ground ball to Uribe. Big Sunday hop. The throw is in plenty of time to get the catcher, and Nate Eovaldi gets through 7 half innings of scoreless ball again. We're through 6.5. It's 1-0 Dodgers. Nate gets a big standing ovation as he walks to the dugout, and some high fives and back slaps from his teammates, including Mattingly. As he sits down, his day is done. But he did the job, holding this team to 0 runs. But the margin of error is as slight as it can be, as the Dodgers have only scored 1. As Kyle Kendrick comes back out at 82 out of a possible 120 to face the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Mark Ellis, who has a hit off of him in 2 at-bats, A.J. Ellis, and Justin Sellers. First up, Mark, the pitch by Kendrick is a ground ball past Rollins into center field. Mark Ellis gets a second hit of the day. He's on with nobody out for Ellis. AJ, 0 for 2. He has great numbers in the box yet again. Do I trust him to try it? We do. The pitch is a ground ball to Young. Is this 2? Flips to Utley for 1. The runner is out, and A.J. Ellis makes 2, and I made a mistake there. I should have bunted. All right, 2 out. Nobody on now for Justin Sellers. He's in for D. Gordon. He is hitting .286 on the season. The pitch is a ground ball to Rollins. Cross to Howard, and we're finished through 7. Dodgers lead 1-0. Eovaldi's now at 108 pitches, so we're going to go batter by batter. But first, we're going to leave him in and see who's going to hit for Kendrick, because I doubt it will be Kyle. Lance Nix comes in to pinch hit. Lance is hitting 140. And I'm not going to say the rest of the stuff because I like him. I don't think it matters who we bring in here. Up next would be Young. I mean, we could even use Guerra here and probably get by. Is that worth it? We need 6 outs to a win. There's really no reason to use Guerra. The question is, let's look at Michael Young. I mean, you're not going to use Guerra there. Equal power. Slightly worse against a right-hander. Okay, this looks like a job for Belisario. At least for these first 2 batters. He'll go on Eovaldi's spot. 6 outs to a win. Kenley waiting at any moment to come in. But we need to at least get through this batter. Defense is set. Belisario's cleats are clean. He looks into Ellis, okays the sign, and delivers. And he walks next. Okay. Tying run is on. Nobody is out. Michael Young leads off the group. And the fact that he walked somebody that poor makes me want to yank Belisario immediately and try. We got to get this out here. Utley's on deck, and he screams left-hander. So we could go to a left-hander right here, but Young does worse against a right-hander. But if you give up a hit here, leaving Belisario in, if he's not got it. And I can't go to Guerra. So I'm not wasting Kenley for 1 at bat. So what would be better? Just go with one of my lefties? Perhaps JP Howell? That's what we'll do. Even though Young hits lefties better, we're going to try this. Howell is a double play specialist. JP's ERA is 1.19. 2-0 with 4 saves. He's given up 7 hits in 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. 11 walks, 28 strikeouts, a whip of .794. He's one of the few relievers I have that is below where he should be in terms of innings pitched. So we have an opportunity to use him more. And he's in for 2 batters, regardless of what happens. All right, first up is Young, who seemingly hits lefties better. We'll see. Nick's a 4. He's the tying run at first. 6 outs to a win. The pitch by Howell is a walk. We're playing with serious fire now as there's runners at first and second with nobody out for Utley, whose numbers are terrible. Howell needs to make a play here. Looks, checks the runners. No chance of a running here. If this ball is hit in the gap, Phillies probably have the lead. The pitch by Howell is a ground ball to third. Uribe makes a great play to second, and they just get 1. So that was a nice play just to get to that. This is 11th great play of the season. There's 1 out, but the tying run is at third for Rollins. Does he strike out a lot? Howard's on deck, so we're pitching to him for sure. He's worse against lefties. With Howard on deck, I just don't like that. It had to get a great play. Howell's walked somebody and had to get a great play. And I could go with Kenley right here for the strikeout. But then he's going to have to get pulled. We're going to go with Paco Rodriguez. We're going to take a chance here. The reason I can't go to Kenley is because of how well they have structured their lineup and how many lefties they have. Okay, Paco's my other lefty. He's got a 2.94 ERA. He's 2-1 with 4 saves. He's given up 14 hits and 33 and 2/3 innings pitched. 4 home runs, 8 walks, 43 strikeouts, a whip of .653. Utley can run at first. He's a 6. He's the go-ahead run. Nick's at third. He's the tying run. We're not bringing the infield up. If we brought the infield up, are the numbers scary? They're not. Okay, that's what we're going to do. If it's a fly ball to left, we're not going to get the throw out at home. But if he hits it somewhere else, perhaps there's a chance. But I'm not replacing Hairston. Here we go. Rodriguez against Rollins, who's 0 for 2. But Jimmy, the wily veteran, looking to make contact here. If it's hit on the ground, we're coming home. There's no double play. The pitch by Rodriguez is a fly ball to right. That's our best arm. Puig coming to his right. He's going to make the catch. Is Nick's going to tag and go for it? Oh, there's only a 6% chance to throw him out, but we're going to try it. Here comes the throw, and he is safe, and we're tied. But we got ourselves in trouble, and now we're going to have to get ourselves out of it. Next up is Howard. He's 0 for 2. So Rodriguez gets the out, but he doesn't get the strikeout. And Howard is 3 power. So I think I'm not going to walk him and put the go-ahead run in scoring position. We're going to pitch to him. Let's go. Come on, Paco. And they're going to pinch hit for Howard. Kevin Franzen is coming in for Philadelphia. Kevin's hitting .216 on the season. His numbers look pretty good against Rodriguez, so we're going to have our 4th pitcher of the half inning, it looks like. Rodriguez is supposed to hit for himself in the 9th, and now that we need a run, we're going to go with Javi Guerra. I don't want to use Kinley here. Boy, 4 pitchers in a half inning. Where have you ever seen that before? 2 outs. Guerra is got a 2.91 ERA. He's 2-4 with 1 save. Giving up 20 hits in 21 and 2/3 innings pitched, 10 walks, 19 strikeouts, a 1.385 whip. And this has been a close game, but Eovaldi will not get the win because the bullpen cannot hold him. The numbers in the box look decent, though. Although Guerra could walk him, a 3.83. So we're going to go right at him. At least a 69% chance to steal. So we're going to throw over there first and hold our breath because Guerra has a 750 fielding percentage. It's down to 57. Here we go. The pitch is a base hit. It's in the gap. Can Utley score? No, he can't. Franson, with his 5th double of the season, gives us runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs for Brown. Dominic coming in with the 2.38 ERA, and guess what? We're spending the whole hand right here. Kinley's coming in to pitch. I don't care if he's the first hitter next inning. I know he's the first hitter next inning. But we need an out right here. All right. Here we go. Oh, Kenley on the season, .70 ERAs, 4-1, 10 saves, 22 hits, and 51 and 2/3 innings pitched, 4 home runs, 6 walks, 69 strikeouts, a whip of .542. Can he prolong the game or give up the lead? The pitch by Kinley struck him out. And that's why we saved him. And as bad as that went, through 5 pitchers, we only gave up a 1 run. That's right, to the bottom of the 8th. Kinley's going to have to pitch the 9th, so he's hitting. So that's an out. Yep, and it took a great play to do it. Apparently, Ben Revere with the 17th great play of the season. Robs Jansen ripped to center. He dove to make the catch. The new pitcher is Justin DeFratis, 4.67 ERA, 0-1, giving up 13 hits and 17 and 1/3 innings pitched. 9 walks, 16 strikeouts, a whip of 1.269. Okay. Back to the top. James Loney, 1 for 3, singled his first time up way back in the 1st. This time he hits a ground ball to Franson, who's now in at first. 2 down. And Jake Diekman coming in to pitch. DeFratis got 2 outs, and that's all. Shane Victorino, who has a penchant for big plays in big moments. 0 for 3 today. He has grounded to third. He's grounded to first, and he's flied to deep left center. He needs to make some magic happen here, and the numbers in the box look good. Diekman on the season with a 3 ERA is 1-0, 5 hits and 6 innings pitched, 2 home runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 1.167 whip. The lefty watches Victorino dump one into left center. Revere going to... It gets past Revere. A poor play by Brown gets him a 7th double of the season. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Hairston Jr., who replaced Andre Ethier way back after the home run in the 6th. Okay, well, the numbers in the box don't look good. This is Hairston's first at bat. Although he's been outperforming this season, he's also had some big hits. 2.79 average. Diekman looks into Ruiz. The pitch to Hairston Jr. is a walk. All right, the half inning is still alive. 2 outs. Victorino, a 7. He can run. Now who's using all their pitchers? Joe Savory, the third pitcher, coming in for Philadelphia here in this half inning in the bottom of the 8th, trying to stop the Dodgers. But he's another lefty, and Puig loves lefties, although these numbers in the box look terrible. All right, Puig 0 for 2. He's grounded to third, he's lined to third, and he's walked. Savory on the season with a 3.38 ERA. He's given up 4 hits in 10 and 2/3 innings pitched, 7 walks, and 4 strikeouts. A whip of 1.031. Victorino. He's the go-ahead run at second. He's a 7 speed. Hairston a 1 speed at first. Puig in the box. Savory on the mound. Big play with 2 outs. The runners will be going on contact. The pitch by Savory is a fly ball to left. Doesn't look like anything yet. It's not a big deal. Brown drifting back. The glove goes up, and the ball comes down inside of it. The Dodgers threaten late, but they don't get the run home. We're through 8. It's 1-1, and I'm on my last pitcher. Now, granted, he has a lot of pitches left, but he's it. I'd have to be using somebody who's tired. So, all right, but Jansen should get us through this first half of the 9th inning. If he does, then we got a chance in the bottom of the 9th. Okay, here we go. Jansen looking in, he'll face Young, Revere, and Ruiz to try to get the Dodgers to the bottom of the 9th, still tied. Young, 0 for 3. The pitch. Struck him out. Second strikeout by Jansen. 1 out for Revere, who's 0 for 3. Numbers in the box look good. Jansen delivers, and there's a ground ball to third. Uribe waits for the Sunday hop. Revere's fast. The throw is late and juggled, and it's an error. James Loney's 4th error, and Revere is safe, and he can run. He's a 9 at first. He bobbled and dropped the throw at first. Okay, instead of being 2 out and nobody on, there's a runner on at first with 1 out for Ruiz, who's 1 for 3. He has grounded to short, singled to right center, and grounded to third. Not much percentage chance to steal here, even though he has 22 steals on the season. Ruiz hitting-wise doesn't look great. We're going to go for it. Pitch by Jansen. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Kinley. He's almost out of gas, though. 20 pitches out of a possible 25. Revere at 51% now. We're going to throw over there. Try to lower that. It's back down to 32. Here's Savory's spot. I don't think he's going to hit for himself. John Mayberry, who's homered in this series in one game 2 times. The first game of the series, he'll get a chance to face Jansen, who gives up home runs. Numbers in the box don't look great. Mayberry hitting .238 on the season with 4 home runs, and OPS of .717. Revere and a 9. If the ball's hitting the gap, he's scoring. 2 outs. Mayberry at the plate. The pitch by Jansen is a base hit to right center. Victorino picks it up. Revere's going to easily get the third. So runners at the corners with 2 outs for Young. Michael is 0 for 2 today. He has flied to deep right center. He's walked. He's grounded to short, but was safe on an error and walked. Runners at first and third. Jansen at 23 out of a possible 25. facing Young, who's supposed to be better against lefties. Revere at third. He's a 9-speed. Anything that doesn't work out, he scores the tie-breaking run. Mayberry at first. He's a 6. Anything hitting the gap, he probably scores as well. Defense is about as good as I can get. Jansen looks into Ellis, glances at the runners, and delivers. And strikes out Young. All 4 of his outs are by strikeout. We're through 8.5. The Phillies don't score. They leave runners on the corners. We go to the bottom of the ninth. That's 1-1. And here comes Jonathan Papelbon. This is their closer, the Phillies closer. He's saved one at the beginning of this series. He's got a 4.46 ERA. He's 4-6 with 17 saves, 46 hits, and 38 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 5 home runs, 6 walks, 31 strikeouts, a whip of 1.357. This is not the best part of the Dodgers lineup. Uribe, Mark Ellis, AJ Ellis. You can look at their bench. We haven't used any hitters. Schumacher's available. Fedorovich is available. Kemp is available. And Slike is available. Okay, well, none of those guys are going to replace Uribe. So, nothing doing there. Uribe on the game is 0 for 3. He's grounded to short. He's popped to second. He's grounded to second. He's the type of hitter who will look bad almost the whole game and then pop one for you and perhaps win it. If he did that here, he would. Papelbon looking around. Gets back on the rubber. Steps into it and fires. And Uribe hits a ground ball to third. Young's got it. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Mark Ellis has 2 hits on the game. He has singled in the second. He's flied out in the 4th and singled in the 7th. If we go to extra innings, I have to use somebody who's tired. Because Jansen's already over his pitch count. Mark 2 for 3. Steps in, looking to win the game for the Dodgers. The pitch by Papelbon is a ground ball to short. Rollins waits for it. Nice big hop across to Franson. 2 down. For AJ Ellis. He's 0 for 3. He had great numbers in the box the whole game and did nothing. Now he has terrible numbers in the box. Let's see if he can do something. The pitch by Papelbon struck him out. We go to extra innings. It's 1s. All right. Michael Young is on second to start off the 10th. He's a 4-speed. Jansen is going to get replaced as Utley comes up to hit. I'd love to have a lefty. I don't really have one. Here are my pitchers that are available. All of them are starters. Fife is scheduled to start August 4th. Well, in that case, we're going to pitch Stephen Fife. Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst. Okay. Ellis will be a runner in the 10th, who's a 4-speed, and Sellers, who's a pretty good bunter, will be up to bunt. So that's a possibility if we can hold them without scoring. But that's not going to be easy. As Utley, look at his numbers in the box. Look really good. Rollins, at least Ryan's out of the game for Franson. So, all right, Utley is 0 for 4. He's popped to short, struck out, grounded to first, and grounded to third. Is looking for his revenge here. Look at the numbers in the box. An OPS of 802. Fife's going to have to dig down deep to do something good here. The pitch is a liner. That's a base hit to center. Victorino's got good arm, and Young will hold at third. So it's first and third. Nobody out for Rollins. So we bring the infield up and just hope for a miracle to get Young. He's only a 4 speed. Let's see if we bring the infield up, what the numbers in the box look like. Yep, his numbers look good. An on base of 354. His OPS is not, it's below average, but chances of him getting a hit are pretty good. We go back to guarding the line. That's not going to get it done. Could bring him in at third, and the numbers are about the same. If we go normal, I don't think his numbers change that much. So we're going to go in and hope. Okay. There's Rollins. Pitch by Fife. Struck him out. 1 out. Okay. Now you can play at normal depth. What is Franson's speed? If he's not that fast, there's a chance for a double play. He's 31. Why am I not seeing a speed for some reason? He's a 5, so he's average. But these guys are pretty good at doing double plays. If I can get a hit to them, one of the middle infielders. The numbers in the box do not look good. So we're going to play him at double play depth and hope for a double play ball. Get out of this half inning. Pitch by Fife. The fly ball to Puig, and last time he couldn't throw out the runner. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that again. He gloves it. Young's going to tag. He's a 4 speed. There's a 26% chance for an out, so we're going to take it. The throw by Puig is out! He throws him out at the plate. Yasiel Puig getting high fives as he jumps off the field, and we get to at least the bottom of the 10th, still tied at 1. Wow, at a 26% chance to throw him out. I love when I tape these games and plays like that happen. All right, Papelbon back for a second half inning of work. This still isn't a win. We still got to get a run. And Sellers, you want to... You know what we're going to do is we're going to try to bunt here. Sellers has some sacrifice hits, right? He's only a 3, but he's a pretty good, just from, he doesn't have bunt singles. I don't care about that. Sacrifice hits. He has 3 sacrifice hits. So that's what I need. I need a sacrifice. Can you give me a sacrifice? Numbers in the box look terrible. He's not going to get a hit. Can you get Ellis to third? Please, can you get Ellis to third? We can pinch run for Ellis, but it's only going to go up like 1, right? Matt Kidd could run. Okay, let's do it. That gives me 2 extra notches, so maybe a better chance to get him to third. Can Sellers put down the bunt and get Kemp to third? The pitch by Papelbon is a good bunt. It works. It's a successful sacrifice. Suffer in second. So the winning run is at third with a 6 speed, and they bring the infield up to face Fife. But they're not facing Fife. We're going for the win right here. I just need to make contact. Schumacher, maybe? Ooh, those numbers look terrible. Fedorovich, Scott Vance, like none of them look good. And if I try to squeeze, they're all in. There's no way that's going to work. Okay, this guy's been my guy this year as a pinch hitter. See if he can do it. I just need a fly ball skip. Skip Schumacher on the season hitting 276 with a 751 OPS. Let's see if he's had any sacrifice flies this season. Nope. He's had 2 sacrifice hits, though. How many times has he struck out? Versus righties, 20 times in 118 at-bats. Papelbon has a good fastball, 32 strikeouts and 39 and 2/3 innings pitched. I just need you to hit. Even the outfield is up. Look at this. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. The Phillies are putting all the pressure on right here. Can the Dodgers win it? Because I'm out of pitchers. Schumacher make contact, hit a fly ball, and get Kemp home. Papelbon at 14 of a possible 25 pitches. Looks into Ruiz. Fires. And there's a hit into center field. The Dodgers win. Skip Schumacher comes through with a base hit off Papelbon to win it. Jonathan doesn't get the save. He doesn't get the win. He ends up with the loss as the Dodgers take it 2-1. And this barn burner of a game, even though Eovaldi pitched great, he doesn't get the win. Somehow Fife gets it. Papelbon gets the loss. Whew. As the Dodgers offense sputters again, but gets just enough to win the game 2-1. 4 hits total for the Philadelphia Phillies and 6 hits total for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 2 by Mark Ellis and 1 glorious one for Skip Schumacher to win it here in the bottom of the 10th. Kendrick pitched well, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 K. He could have gone 131 pitches. He only went 92. Great from the bullpen until Papelbon gives up the run, and that's not even an earned run. Eovaldi was magnificent. 7 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts against this Philadelphia lineup that loves to see right-handers. He went 108 pitches. He could have gone 112. Belisario gives up the run with the walk. The walk is what killed it. I went through 5 pitchers in the top of the 8th to get through it, but only gave up the 1 run. And then Fife does an excellent job getting out of a jam, even with minus stuff, because he's tired. He got it done. And the Dodgers won 2-1. What a thrilling end to the first half of the season. The Dodgers somehow get a 59th win. I don't expect the second half to go that well, but this has been an amazing first half that we'll recap in the next video. But it's been great. Once the page repopulates, you'll see the Dodgers with 59 wins. That's just an incredible amount. Only 1 game off of the 2001 Seattle Mariners pace. They won 116 games in the whole entire season. I don't think we're going to be able to keep up with that. There's so many other variables that we're not going to have the advantage on in the second half as much as we did in the first half. But what a glorious win